Where do the top 1/10% of the richest people in the Philippines call home? Stick around. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Fly Me to the Philippines from here overlooking the Cagayan de Oro River in northern Mindanao. Today, I want to share with you where do the millionaires and billionaires live in the Philippines. It's a country of over 120 million people. How many millionaires are there and how many will there be in the year 2026? Things are changing here in the Philippines. The country has one of the fastest growing GDPs in the Asian region. What is going on? On these YouTube channels, so often we see what you can get for $180 US a month, $500 US a month. I've shown you what I get here for $900 US a month. Today, I am going to share with you which neighborhoods in which part of the Philippines the millionaires and the billionaires live. And stick around. In the last 45 days, you've been kind enough to book over 50 private consultations with me, personalized 90-minute plus consultations. And I want to share with you a topic that seems to come up on almost every call, and that is the type of itinerary that's right for you. Stick around, we're going to go into that in some depth. But first, there's an article appeared on the publication Shoppable Business, and it is going to talk all about where the millionaires and billionaires live. Now, how many millionaires were there? We have to go back to 2021. And in the year 2021, total wealth in the Philippines in 2021 was $440 billion US. And how many millionaires were there that year living here in the Philippines? 18,270 millionaires calculated in US dollars. Now, previously we've said if you earn $3,900 US a month, you are rich. You are in, or if you have $62,000 in the bank, the average Filipino is going to consider you rich. And we've seen charts and we've shown charts where you will be in the top 1 or 2%. Now, how many millionaires will there be in the year 2026? Within 5 years, we're going to go from 18,000 millionaires in the Philippines to a projected 32,000 millionaires. So from 2021 to the year 2026, 5 years, they are projecting almost a doubling in the amount of millionaires. And what you'll find here in the Philippines is there's a thriving entrepreneur class. But what about the wealthy and the super rich? Where do the billionaires live? As of 2023, there are 14 billionaires in the Philippines. While in the United States, the last number we have is 2020, there were 614. So 14 in 2020. 4 in the Philippines, 614 in the United States. And the Philippines is only 1/3 the population of the U.S. So we should have 205 billionaires if we were on par with the U.S., but we have 14. Now, I promised you two things in this video. I'm going to share with you the neighborhoods where the billionaires live, and at the very end I'm going to show you a couple of really high-end listings. In the Philippines, there's no MLS, so everybody, if you want to see what things cost, you can join Facebook groups, rentals in Cagayan de Oro, homes for sale and rentals in Dumaguete, etc. But you can also just go to your Facebook marketplace listing and change your location. And there's a map. You don't even need to know the name of the city. You can just drag that map and locate it in Dumaguete, locate it in BGC, and type in rental property, furnished rental property, because most of us are looking for furnished rental properties initially. I'm going to show you some listings at the very end for some rental properties around the Philippines. If you can afford $1,000 US a month, $1,500 US a month, there's some really nice subdivisions in Cebu City and in some of the other major cities. Now, where does the 1/10% of the richest Filipinos call home? Number 1, Makati City. And I've told you I love Makati. People hate Manila. It's not their cup of tea. They hate Manila. It's only 10 minutes from Terminal 3 NAIA and $5 US in a white taxi on the meter. Boom. I like to come to Makati, and if you have a Filipina, I like the idea of her meeting you in Makati before you go visit her family. Just 50 bucks, fly her in, spend 2 or 3 nights in Makati. So Makati is number 1 for the wealthy. Forbes Park, a gated subdivision, homes averaging 800 million to 3 billion in value. Let me say that again, up to 3 billion. Now you need to divide by 55 roughly to get the amount in US dollars, but 800 million pesos divided by 5 is going to be about $15 million, or 15 to 16 million dollars. Just do the math. It's located on the border of BGC and Makati, gated subdivision for the super wealthy. This is where the top class businessmen, expats, actors, diplomats, and ambassadors live. Forbes Park in Makati. Rockwell is another subdivision in Makati that the super rich live in. Number 2, Davao City, multiple locations. Most people will tell you that Davao is the safest and has the best infrastructure of any city, or is the best run of any city in the Philippines, and has very low crime rate as well. And that attracts a lot of the business community, and there's a lot of successful businessmen in Davao. You can find luxurious lifestyles and luxurious homes in Latticewala Garden Village, Insular, and Las Teresas. Number 3, Cebu City, multiple locations. Cebu was the wealthiest province in the Philippines in 2021. Now, currently, I've read that Baguio is the wealthiest metropolitan area outside of Metro Manila, and where I live, Cagayan de Oro, is the second wealthiest metropolitan area. We have 850,000 in our metro area. But for province, the entire province of Cebu in 2021 was the wealthiest province. In Cebu, especially in Mandaue, you'll find many homes in guard-gated subdivisions averaging 22 to 25 million Philippine pesos, roughly 400,000 to 470,000 US dollars. Mandaue City is approximately 3 kilometers from center city Cebu City, from downtown Cebu City. Green Hills subdivision is one of the better known, wealthier subdivisions with easy access to downtown Cebu City, alongside the neighborhood of Northern Hills also. Some of the gated communities in Mandaue: St. Martin Village, El Dorado Subdivision, Santo Niño Village, and Maria Luisa Estate Park. Number 4, Green Hills, San Juan, has a whopping average price of 200 million pesos to 800 million pesos. That's 3.6 million to 13.3 million US dollars per average priced house. Green Hills West subdivision stands out as the premier location here and is just blocks away from Carlos Santos Medical Center. Number 5, Corinthian Gardens in Quezon City. Quezon is in the Metro Manila area. It's a suburb of Manila. And the prime luxury executive villas run between 200 million Philippine pesos to 500 million Philippine pesos. That's 3.6 million to 9+ million US dollars. And Quezon City is big. It has almost 3.5 million population and part of the 12+ million Metro Manila area. Near the central business district of Ortegas, you will find Valle Verde, where homes average 30 million to 200 million Philippine pesos. That's 550,000 to 3.6 million US dollars average home price. Number 7, Ayala Alabang, Muntinlupa City, 60 million to 200 million, near the central business district of Alabang. Number 8, Bonifacio Global City, Taguig, BGC. You've heard about this one. To me, it's quite sterile. It's clean, it's well organized, but the minute you step foot outside of BGC is horrendous traffic. And I don't think there's anybody there. I think everybody's at work. It's like a city where nobody actually lives in it. There'll be shops outside your condominium and things like that. But for the average Westerner getting an Airbnb, I prefer Makati. But in terms of executive luxury homes, BGC is number 8 on the list. McKinley Village is filled with modern houses in BGC, 40 million to 150 million Philippine pesos, 722,000 US dollars. To 2.7 million US dollars. Now, I promised you I would share 2 other things with you on this video. I have talked to over 50 individual consulting clients in the last 45 days, and today briefly, as a little bonus, I just want to talk to you about a question I get really, really often. People want to know, should they fly into Cebu City? Should they fly into Manila? Where should they go? Where do they go if they want to meet women? Where do they go if they've already met a woman? Where do they go if they're looking for retirement? So there's 3 types of itineraries. And during a personalized consultation, I can ask you more questions about, do you need a Costco near you? Have you met a Filipina? Are you just looking for a place to retire? And we can craft a very personalized conversation. But generally, the top 4 destinations, tourist destinations, are going to be El Nido number 1, Boracay number 2, Baguio in the mountains number 3, and then I would say Panglao on Bohol number 4. Cebu City, everybody likes to come. It has call centers. It has lots of English-speaking women. It's easier than Manila, but still quite crowded. The sidewalks are buckling. It's not uncongested. So if you're looking for retirement, we need to know if you want elevation. We need to know if you want to be a beach bum. And then we can craft a trip where you can see places where you might retire. Davao would certainly be someplace you want to go. You would want to see the suburbs of Cebu City if you want to be near a major airport. So you can tour Asia. If you have not met a Filipina yet, then we can craft a strategy where you might go online before you come. But if you come and you've struck out or you wasted time with the wrong person, now we're going to probably put you in Cebu City IT Park for 5 to 7 days to start. And we're probably going to, if your primary goal is to meet a Filipina, not to see the sights, not to learn where to retire, we're going to craft a totally different itinerary for you and play it quite loosey-goosey, quite different. If you've already met someone special and you think she's the one and you've been video chatting for a few months and you're pretty sure she's it, now we're going to do a different trip. You're going to come either to Makati or Cebu City and fly her or bus her in. If she lives near a major city and she's uncomfortable meeting you in the big city, well, then you're going to go to the nearest provincial town of size near her hometown. And if possible, you'll stay a day or 2 in the bigger city before you meet the entire family. I always recommend don't meet the entire family until you're positive you're going to proceed. Then the kind of girl you want to meet, she just can't go see Boracay for 2 weeks without you meeting her parents. That's not really a long-term girlfriend prospect. The kind of girl who can just blow out on her job, not tell her family that she's at a 5-star resort with you or she's in El Nido and then she's in Boracay. You really need to just spend 3 or 4 days with her in a big city, then go see her family, get their blessing. Now you can travel and you can explore retirement cities, and we can craft those types of itineraries together. We can look at what's going to be best for your unique situation. Now, I also promised you that I would show you some rental property listings, and here are 3 prime high-end rental properties that fall within the 50 to 100,000 peso per month price range, and that's 900 to 1,800 US dollars per month. So here we go. And until next time, Chrissy will be back. Thank you for joining us at Fly Me to the Philippines.